Thank you for clicking to watch this video, and here in this tutorial, this is what we are going to design. Okay guys, I have demarcated this tutorial into 4 lessons, okay, which I know and believe that at the end of the 4th lesson, you are going to develop or come up with ideas, okay, in your next flyer designs. Okay guys, I'll leave a link right in the description for you to download the stock images. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, welcome to Photoshop. Alright, in lesson 1 it is going to be more of the background, so we are going to create the background. Alright guys, so here in your create new document, you go to print and locate A4. There we are. So we are going to take landscape. Okay, we are going with landscape. So with those that don't know the A4 size, this is it guys. So keep these settings and 300 resolution and you're good to go. So create to enter Photoshop. So this is it, so guys. So there we are. So you should have your page looking like this. Alright, okay guys, let me go into my layer section here. Okay, so you come down here and then locate solid color, open it like that, click once to open it like this. So here you go into your details and copy the solid color code here. So right click and go to copy. Okay, then you come back into Photoshop, then you highlight here and right click and then you paste like that. So you have this color on your Photoshop work page. Okay, hit OK because we are actually done. Alright guys, so let me close this so that you see the full page. Okay, this is it. Alright guys, there we are. So from here, from creating your solid color, you locate the rectangle tool, the shape tools on your toolbar. Okay, so this is it. This is our shape tool. We are going to draw a very nice rectangle like that. Okay, this is our rectangle we have drawn. Okay, so taking my move tool. Okay, you double click here in this thumbnail. Okay, then to select the color. Alright, so let's go into our details. So I have this color code which is yellow. So copy, right click and copy, and then you come back into Photoshop and paste the color code. Right click and then paste right here. Okay, so this is our yellow color code here, and let me close that. So this is it guys. So this is the shape together with our filled color. Alright, so this is it guys, this is it. So this is how you should have your page looking. So from there you go to edit and then free transform or Ctrl+T for shortcut. Okay, then you come to the edge or the node here. Alright, zooming out with Alt and the scroll wheel like that. Okay, oops, sorry. Yeah, so you should have it looking like this. Then you tilt it like that, just to have that tilting effect of the shape. Okay, alright, there we have it. Alright, so you tilt it and get something like that. Okay, something like this isn't bad. You can arrange it with your mouse and just make sure it becomes nice. So you tilt it like this, you position it very well. When you're done, you tick to finish. So this is it guys, this is the position I want. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this like that and drag it to the bottom. From here, please note this, you're going to edit and free transform. Okay, make sure to take these two, flip horizontal and flip vertical. Okay, to position it nicely. Okay, something like the inverse form at the bottom right here for you. Okay, so this is it guys. You take okay, when you are done, this is it. You should have your page looking like this. You can always reposition and always re-edit. Okay, alright guys, so this is it. You should have your page looking like this if you're on. Alright, so you can zoom to fit to page with Ctrl+0. Alright, okay, so from here we are going to take this rectangle, go to FX and then, which is the layer style. Okay, locate stroke. So this is our stroke. Alright, so I've already made the stroke, but then let's start everything afresh. So with size of 30 and let me increase the opacity. Okay, so position it outside. Okay, sorry, not outward, outside. So opacity should be reduced to about 30%. Okay, and you take this white color. It's pure white. Okay, white's already pure, sorry for that. Okay guys, you add a little bit of a shadow. Okay, please keep this setting, so opacity at 60%. Okay, let's make it a bit deeper. Okay, 70% isn't bad. Let's see. So 70, distance 0, and spread 8, and size of 120. You are good to go. Alright guys, so this is it. Alright, so you should have your page looking like this with a shadow and a stroke and everything. Okay, so from here we are going to import. So we go to file, place embedded like this. Okay, so you're going to import this yellow BG. Yeah, so in your stock images you can bring it out and then like that. So you enlarge it to fit to the web page like this, and then you're going to then come into your layer. So let me make our layer very easy to locate like that. Okay, so right click and then create clipping mask. So you have to make sure that it's on top, the layer is on top of that of the rectangle. Okay, the rectangle below it. Okay, so yeah, so you should have your page looking like this guys. Alright, so you position it at a very nice spot like that. From there you go into your blending options and put blend mode on, I think soft light. Put blend mode on soft light. So this is, we are going with soft light. Okay, so you should have it looking like this for you. Okay guys, from here we are going to take our round rectangle tool. Okay, this is our round rectangle tool. Create a round edge rectangle like this, and then let's close this. So taking my move tool again and double clicking on this thumbnail and sample this background color. There is no need going for the color code. Okay, well we are already having it here. Okay, so yeah, this is it. So you go to edit and then free transform, then you resize it, zooming in with the alt and the scroll wheel. Okay, like that. Okay guys, let me push this slider. Okay, alright guys, so you position it very nice at the extreme like that, just as we are doing here. Okay, so from here you go into your shape tools and then take polygon tool like this. Okay, then you make sure the sides is 3. You have polygon of 3 sides because we want a triangle. Okay, so with this you draw a triangle like that. Okay, oops, we want only one. Okay, so I'm then going to delete this one. Okay, alright, so go to edit and free transform like that. Control plus T for shortcut. Okay, since I'm doing this for beginners, okay, please don't be bored. If you're a pro, kindly forgive us because this is for beginners. Alright guys, you position this like this. You can move it inside with your left arrow key on the keyboard. Okay, if the mouse is giving you problems. Okay, so position it something like that. Okay, alright, let's go. So when you are done, you come into your layers like this, you duplicate this rectangle. Okay, this is it. I'm going to sample this color, and with the same color sampled, oops, let's take the upper one. Alright, sample this color and take the brighter one. Okay, send it to the top like this. Okay, to make it bright. So this is my color code 00AED8 like that. Alright, I'm going to move up, okay, about 5 times. Okay, I think 6 times like that, and send it below this layer like this. Okay, to have it feeling like that. Okay, so this is how you do it. So if you feel like it is not feeling very well, you can always move up and down with your arrow key on the keyboard. Alright, feel free. Alright, so I'm going to import in this image. So this is our image. So images, oops. Alright, so this is it guys. I'm going to enlarge it. So enlarge it big enough, okay, but it shouldn't cover the whole of the shape down there. Alright, so this is it. Okay, so let me increase it a bit. So when you're done, you take to finish like this. Alright, So mainly we want to clip this. So what we are going to do is to right click on this layer and then go to create clipping mask like that. Okay, so from here you're going to put blend mode. Okay, you're going to locate linear dodge. Okay, a add like that. Okay, so linear dodge like this. Okay, but then this is not how we want it to feel. So we'll come here to filter and then go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and we're going to blur about 30 radius of pixels. Okay, 30 pixels like this. Okay, so there we have it. So we have it looking like this, like that for you. So Ctrl+0 to zoom to fit to page like that. Okay, all right. So this is how you must get it. So go to file and then place embedded this. So leather texture. Okay, leather texture. So place, this is it. You should have it feeling like this for you on your page. So this is our leather texture. So position it very nicely and stretch it with the holding alt and then moving to stretch. Alright, so this is it. You right click and then create clipping mask. Alright, so you should have it feeling like this. It is all not going to come because of the size of our shape, but then this is how we want it. So we are going to then put blend mode on linear dodge like this. Okay, it is too bright. Okay, so from here we are going to opacity and you reduce the opacity to 50%, something like this. Let me bring you here. Okay, alright, this is it guys. So 50% opacity like that for our leather like that. Okay, let's go on guys. If you are up to this extent, we are on. Okay, alright, so guys, you just have to relax and then just feel free when you're designing at any time. So we are going to create a new layer and clip mask it into the shape like this. From there you take your brush tool. Okay, sorry for how my brush is appearing, but this is the settings. So we have size of 500 pixels and hardness of 0. I'm taking the soft round brush tool. Okay, so you make sure you take foreground color black. Okay, all black like this. Yeah, so any part here. Yeah, so this is it guys. So okay, this is our black. So what you're going to do is to brush at the edge like this to create a shadow. So this is it. So don't mind if you are going to brush too much. Okay, you can edit it later on, but something like this, you make sure you brush at the edge, very edge, not more than like that. Okay, something like this. When you have it, you are done. So you come here into your move tool and then drag it, go to edit and free transform. Okay, free transform is Ctrl+T. Ctrl+T. Okay, alright, so here you're going to resize it and position it very well. So using the tilting method and like that. Okay, something like this. So send it up so that the lighter part of the dark shadow there will be showing outside. Okay, so just as we are going, so when you have it like this, you take done because you are done with that section. From here you would want to reduce the opacity a bit. Let me increase it a bit. Okay, just as I'm doing, I'm testing the amount of opacity which will make it very deep, okay, to my liking. Alright, so I'm going with 90, so 90% opacity for this our design. Okay guys, alright, so you should have your page looking like this. Okay, so this is how it was all made. Okay, so let's go on guys, let's go on. Alright guys, I'm going to then group the whole of the shapes. Okay, Ctrl+G to group as well. Okay, so you should know one thing about designing. You should always be free to try out new things. Okay, you should be very at ease. Okay, anything you see in the Photoshop, you should try it out. Okay, alright, by so doing you are going to become well known with the tools and then every settings in Photoshop. Okay, so let me import this our crown image like this. You should make sure it is right below the shapes layer. Okay, all right, so that you have a feeling like this. Okay, so you take done when you are actually done. Okay, something like this, and you put blend modes on multiply. So from here you make sure you put blend mode on multiply like this, like that. So you have it like this. Okay, you have it like this. You make sure you take it and give it a layer mask, and take your brush tool here, brush tool. All right, so this is our brush tool. You make sure foreground color is at black like that. So size of 500 pixels, hardness 0, soft round brush. You brush up the sharp edge here like this. All right, okay, all right, so there we have it. You have it looking like that. All right, so I'm going to import in this our background image. So where are you blur background? Okay, this is our blur background. So place embedded, they are all below the shapes layer. Okay, so make sure they are below it to have it feeling like this. Okay, so resize it, make it feel like this. Okay, all right guys, there we are. So it's done. When you are done like this, from here give it a layer mask, because we can see some sharp edge and we don't want our viewers to see the sharp edge. So we are going to take our brush tool, okay, and then resize our brush to about 1000 pixels and 0 hardness, and we are taking soft round brush as usual, and foreground color of black, and then you brush off this side too. Okay, this lower side. Okay, all right, so from here you're going to take your move tool and then go into the layer and put blend mode on luminosity. Okay, there we have it. So you must put your blend mode on luminosity to have it looking like this for you. Okay guys, okay, so we are on, guys, we are still on it. So from here you locate the center of the page, of the web page, using your ruler. Okay, locate the center like this. Okay, this is my center, I have located it. All right, so this is it guys. I'm then going to import in, so go to file and then place embedded. So I'm going to import this cloud. So this is our cloud image. Okay, so you right click and then flip horizontal. We want it looking the other way around. Okay, so from here you're making sure that you position it very nicely at the top there. Okay, so you take down, then you place embedded. That's all. You right click at the layer mask and then take your brush tool like that. So from here you take the size of 500 pixels. Okay, then you're good to go. All right, so I'm brushing up the sharp edges like this. Okay, all right, not to worry. Okay, so you are going to also enlarge it like this. So you can press Ctrl+T to free transform. Okay, Ctrl+T to free transform. When you are done enlarging it, you hit on the done button there. Okay, this is it guys. We are then going to file and then place embedded. So we are going to bring in this bulb image right here. So this is our bulb. Okay, you are seeing it this way because it is under the shape. So this is our bulb. So this is the full image. Okay, so we are going to position it at the edge. Okay, the edge that is making our cloud look weird or somehow not good. So we are going to cover it with a bulb. That is the main essence of the bulb there, actually, to make our design bright, but that is the main essence. So we are taking our lens flare because every bulb should be bright, and from the look of things our bulb was a bulb which was turned on, so we must bring some light inside. So this is our lens flare. You make sure you put blend mode on screen, okay, to make it looking like this for you. Okay, all right, so you can resize it like that, put the node and resize it or make it big like this. So this is it. Because of the sharp edges, you create a layer mask and then take your brush tool. From the brush tool, you make sure your foreground color is at black like that. I'm taking the size of 500 pixels and soft round brush, okay, like that. You brush up the sharp edge like that, okay. Alright, so I'm taking my move tool again and I'm going to position this right below it like this, okay. So it should be the layer of the lens flare should be below the layer of the bulb, okay. So go to edit and free transform, then resize it like this, okay, like this. So resize it a bit bigger like this and position it right below. You can as well use your arrow keys on the keyboard, okay. So yeah, I'm enlarging it like that and moving to the left with the left arrow key on the keyboard, okay. So making sure that it is centered like this, okay guys, let's go on. So this is it guys, this is it. So this together with all of the background image makes up the background of our design. So you're going to make sure to position this very nicely like this, okay. Alright guys, so prepare for the next section. So we are going to put this blend mode on hard light. After putting it on hard light, you reduce opacity to about 50. Let's take 50, okay. Alright, this is it guys, we don't want it showing that much, okay. So this is it. I'm going to then group the whole of this and name it like this. So free transform and let's reduce the whole of the bulb together with the lens flare like this, okay. Alright, so this is it guys, this is it. So I'm then going to group, finally going to group, okay. Ctrl+D or hit the group layer here and naming it background, okay guys. So this is our background we are going to use for the next tutorial, okay. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome guys. So here in this second lesson, our motive is to add the men of God, I mean the images, okay, and position them on the background, okay guys. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is our background. Alright, so we've already created our background. What we are going to do is to go to file and bring in our men of God. So I'm then going to take this image, place embedded, and position it at the extreme, not extreme but somehow to the left side, okay, like this as you've seen it on your screen, okay. So it should be big to fill the page like this, okay. Alright, so enlarge it, feel free to enlarge it when you want to, okay. This is it guys, if you have it looking like this. From here I'm going to file and bring in our other image like this. This is our man of God, okay. So resize it, okay. Alright, like this, okay. So you resize it and then position it like this on top. You're having it like this because I want you to see it. So you bring the layer down to that of the other pastors, then you have it looking like this, okay. So select all and then reposition them, okay, like this, like that, okay. So the essence of the ruler is to divide it so that the men of God will be at the left hand side of your screen and then our text will be at the right hand side of the screen, okay, so that it will be divided equally. I mean, it will be divided equally. Alright, go to file, place embedded. We are then going to bring in our dove. This is our PNG dove, okay. I downloaded from Google, okay. So this is it. You resize it and then I'm tilting because of the tilting that went on the shapes, okay, just to make it look natural, okay. Okay, so from here I'm going to FX, okay. I'm going to blending options So this should pop up on your screen. Okay, then you go to drop shadow and increase the shadow opacity to about 80. If it's already at 100, you reduce it. Alright, so keep these settings in mind. So this is our shadow, so before and after. So when you're done, you hit OK. So this is our shadow on the dove like this. Right. Okay guys, this is it. Because of the light showing at the background, okay, the men of God should have some light on, their other side, their ears and all over the head like that. So what I'm going to do is to go to curves, okay, like this, and then make sure the curves, you clip mask it on this man of God, okay, then you double click inside and you stretch it to the top like this, so the line should meet the end there like that. So from here you hit this layer mask and then Ctrl plus I to invert it like that. So from there you take your brush tool and make sure foreground color is on white. Please note this. So I'm taking the size of 300 pixels and hardness 0 and soft round brush. So make sure to reduce opacity, okay, to about 30. I'm reducing mine to 30. Okay, you can reduce it more than that, but at least 25 or 20. Okay, and flow too should be reduced to 20. Alright, so from here you brush on the sides you want the light to come out from. Okay, so we want the light right here. Okay, so there we go. So if you see that it is not brushing or it is not making it very bright, you increase the opacity of the flow like this. So this is the before and this is the after. At least we have some light coming out of that side. Okay, so this is how you make it, just in case in your next flyer you have a design that needs this attention. Okay, from here we are going to add our light. We are going to create ours, so you make sure you go to gradients. So this is a gradient field. Okay, so you position it right on top here and take radial angle of 90, scale of 100. So you click inside and then you come into your colors like this. So I'm going with full, like, not black, oops, let's go. So a yellow color like this, something yellow. Okay, this is yellow. Okay, alright, this is our color code. You can as well copy this and make it nice for you. Okay guys, I'm going with the second one. Make sure the transparency still you have it on. Alright, you must still have your transparency on like that. From here you stretch it like this inside like this. So this slider should come inside just to make it feel like this. Okay, alright, you hit OK when you are done. Then you put blend mode on the screen, okay, to have it looking like this. Because we can edit this, I'm going to duplicate this, okay, and turn off the eye of the lower layer and rasterize this one, just in case we might want to use it later on. Okay, so from here I can then move this to the left and right, any part. Go to edit and then free transform. Okay, then you resize it like this and position it, and then their shoulders, okay, their shoulders where we want the light to come out from. Okay, so this is our lightning. It is not bright, so I'm going to make a duplicate. Then I'll reduce the opacity of the duplicated one to about 40% like this. So before and after, just as you are seeing it. Okay guys, alright, so this is it. Everything here that was made is worth it because you just have to learn something new. Okay guys, so this is it guys. So we have added our men of God. So this is it. So from here we are going to then add the boxes where we are going to add their names. Okay, so I'm creating my box. You have your box looking like this on your screen. Okay, you create it and then you duplicate it. You're going to duplicate it like this, like that. Ctrl plus J to also duplicate it like that. Okay, then I'm going to copy this yellow color and then fill that with a duplicated one. Okay, alright, so this is a duplicated one. So I have filled it with yellow. I am moving to the left with the left arrow key. From there you drag it to the lower layer of the white one. Alright, so from here I'm going to duplicate this and then we will need this one here on our man of God here. Okay, so this is it guys. I'm going to reduce the size a bit like this. Okay, and take down like that, and I'm going to reduce that of this too. Okay, so repositioning it like this. So you take down when you're done, control plus 0 to zoom to fit to page. So this is the second, all of the second section. Okay, the second lesson or section. All right, so I'm going to merge the layers, okay, like this. Since I merged it, it is looking normal, but you can put it back to screen like this, and then take your brush to give it a layer mask and take foreground black color like this. I'm taking resolution. All right, so size of 300, about 500 like this. Opacity, make sure you increase opacity and flow like this, and then brush off the sharp edge like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, all right, so this is it, guys. This is it. All right, so they are all in one layer, just as you're seeing it. Okay, so I'm then going to group the whole of this. So welcome to the end of lesson 2. Okay, guys, so see you at the next lesson. Okay, guys, welcome to the third lesson. Okay, so here in this part of the tutorial, we are going to add the text. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to position and arrange your text anytime you have a new design to make. All right, guys, let's get it done. Okay, so you take your horizontal type tool like this, like that. Okay, so I'm then going to take Montserrat. So link is right in the description. You can go and download it. Okay, all right, so I'm going to then copy this church name. So the first one, which is strong, like this, right click and paste. Okay, so leaving the size at 30 points like this, and I'm then going with a deeper font, something bold, very bold like this. Okay, so I'm going to copy the solid color code, okay, because I want the colors to be very simple and all to be equal like this. So I'm going to right click and paste right here like this. So you should have it looking like this for you. I'm going to take my move to go to edit and then free transform. Okay, free transform, and I'll resize it. Let me zoom in so that you guys will see. I'm going to put this slider up. All right, so resizing it like this. Okay, so you should have it looking like this, okay, on your page. All right, so I'm then going to make another text layer available. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to then take an extra bold. Okay, so Montserrat extra bold. Then I'm going to copy Tower International. So copy this and then come and paste it right into Photoshop. Okay, guys, so this is it. This is it. All right, you reduce it and bring it down like this, so you should have it looking like this on the screen. So this is how it came about. Okay, all right, so you make sure that it fits right into the sides of the strong. Okay, so I'm going to then place embedded our logo, our church logo. Okay, so this is our church logo. We don't want it to be this color. Position it right at the center here. Okay, beside it. Okay, like this. All right, so we don't want this color of the logo. We then want different color. So you go to FX, then you go to blending options. Okay, all right, so from here you go to color overlay. Since I have already created a color overlay, you can as well sample colors like this using a color picker. Okay, color picker like this. So this is our color we have picked. Okay, so we want it to be simple and yeah, for the sake of simplicity. Okay, so I'm then going to group this. So this I am going to name our church name. Okay, so this is our church name. All right, so you can as well edit the group to edit free transform. Okay, like this, and you position it at a very nice spot like that. Okay, you take down when you are done. Okay, so you're going to take back your horizontal type tool or text tool. Okay, then we are still going with Montserrat semi-bold. So we are going with semi-bold, the same Montserrat but semi-bold, and size of about 15 points is to small, so increasing to about 18 points. Okay, from here let me close this so that you guys will see what's going on. Okay, so from here I'm then going to copy this contact details. Okay, all right. Okay, so I really have something to show you guys, but this is at the end, which is the fourth lesson, so please stay tuned. Okay, I have something to show you guys. All right, so let's reduce the size to about 12 points. Okay, all right, so this is it. All right, let's make another text layer available like this, taking a deep font, extra bold, so Montserrat but extra bold. And I'm going to copy this contact detail, copy, and then okay, going with bold. Okay, change of mind, bold. All right, so here in Photoshop, if you are designing, no one can arrest you. Okay, I mean, not even you can't arrest me. Okay, so I am trying to tell you that anything you feel like, I mean, adding to your design, please do, so that it will come out very nice. Okay, you have the full right to make your design very nice before publishing it. Okay guys, so I'm then going to make another text layer available. All right, I'm going with a very deeper font. Okay, so it should be something like deep, deeper, deepest. Okay, something like that. Okay, if you understand, meaning you're a true African. Okay, and if you understand too, I mean, you get it. Okay guys, let's go on. All right, so I'm going to group this and I'm going to name it contact details. Okay, so that our layers will be simple and easy to locate. Okay, so free transform and edit like this. Okay, all right, so just to have it looking like this, you reposition it like this. Okay, so this is it guys. So from here we move on. So we're still moving on. So we're taking my text tool or type tool like this. I'm going to take Trojan Pro. So our next font is Trojan Pro. So here, if you're going to notice this very well, let me tell you so that you guys notice it. I am going to use two fonts, only two fonts for this design. It is not that I can't use more than two fonts. I can, but I want it to be simple and very nice and attractive. Okay, so that you see and then like it. All right, so go to edit and free transform. So when you do this, use only two fonts for your designs. It is going to appear very nice and neat. Okay, all you have to do is to know how to arrange them very well and carefully. Okay, all right guys, so this is present like that. Okay, all right, I'm going to then add another text layer like this. I'm going to give it a white color because you guys are not seeing it. So this is our yellow color code. Actually, this text is going to have a yellow color, so copy the yellow color code and paste it right here like this. Okay, all right, so I'm then going to increase the size like that to about 20 points. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to my character layer, character section, and then increase the VA to make it very wide like this. Okay, like that. So from here you then take done because we are done for this side. Okay, so I'm taking my move tool again and typing in. Okay, so the stretch is too much, so reduce the VA to 0 and take a white color, bringing font to Montserrat. So back to Montserrat. Okay, all right, so we are then going with a bold color, so Montserrat black. Okay, all right, let's go into our detail and copy this. All right, so copy and then right click and then paste like this. So take down when you're done. So move to and go to edit, free transform, resize it like this. Okay, make it big. Okay, and position it very nicely like this. Okay, take down because you are done. All right, this is it. Okay, so you can as well increase it to the level you wish to. Okay, all right, so take down when you're done like this. All right, so let's go into our layers and come to our shape tool, take the ellipse tool like this and then draw an oval. So an oval shape looking like this. Okay, So this oval shape is going to take something like hash color. Okay, so hash color. Okay, and hash color. Is it a hash color or an hash color? So hash color. Okay, so you position it right inside and click mask it right inside. Okay, from here you're going to reduce opacity like this. So I think this is too deep. We don't want it looking like this. So about oops. Okay, so we are going with 60. So we are taking our type 2 again, and then we are going to type in this one. So you copy like this, highlight it and copy, right click and copy like this. So paste it like this right into Photoshop. Okay, I'm going with Trojan Pro again. Okay, so increase it and then take done. When you're done, increasing it makes it a problem. So you go to edit and then free transform. Okay, so you can adjust the size to your liking. Okay, so like this, so increase it to fill. Okay, but not more than the size of the prophetic text. Okay, all right, so this is it. So position it very well right below the prophetic like that. All right, there we have it. So from here we are then going to take our rectangle tool, okay, and make a rectangle like this, a rectangle like this. Okay, this is our rectangle, and we are going to then double click on this thumbnail layer. Thumbnail, just thumbnail, okay, not a thumbnail layer. So copy this color code and then paste it right here to give it the red we want. Okay, so this is our red color like this. Okay, so make sure that they are all in line. Okay, make sure they are all in line as you are working. You make sure you check the alignment. Okay, taking my type 2 and taking Montserrat again. Okay, so here we are going with a bit light but slanted, so we are going with semi-bold italic font, which is Montserrat. Okay, so we are going to copy this. So right click and copy and come inside Photoshop, and then let me close this. Right click and go to paste and paste it. Empowerment. So empowerment, we want it to be wide like this. Okay, so increasing the VA, so you have to increase your VA to about 350 like this. Okay, so this is it. All right, so with this, when you do up to this extent, I salute you, because with this you are a boss, okay, on your own. Okay, all right guys, so I'm going with Montserrat again, but a black italic. Okay, Montserrat black italic. So from here we go into our yellow color, our details, our yellow color in our details. Yeah, paste it right into Photoshop like that. Then copy this theme and paste it right here. Okay, we can type it, but it is going to delay. It is going to delay us very well. Okay, like that. There we have it. There we have it. Okay, so I'm going with Montserrat again, but a lighter color, and this is it. Okay, so this is it guys. So I'm then going to copy this, our theme, copy and then paste it right here inside our text like that. Okay, I'm then going to reduce the size to about 15 points. Check done when you are done. From here I'm going to make sure go to edit and then free transform and resize it. You're going to make sure you resize it so that it doesn't increase to pass the size or be equal to the size of our rectangle, red rectangle there. Okay, so this is it guys. I'm then going to make sure the spacing is enough, so the spacing about 11 is cool. Yeah, you can move up and down with your top arrow keys and down arrow keys, okay, on the keyboard. Alright guys, alright, so this is it. So from here I'm going to then take my type tool again and copy this first, so the time. So copy, right click and go to copy, and then right click in Photoshop and go to paste. So paste it, and we are going with a deep font, something bold, black, Montserrat black. Okay, this is a cool font. Okay, so go to free transform, edit and resize it like this. Make sure it is well centered. Okay, like this. So you make sure it is well centered like this. Then you take done. When you're done, I left the spacing in there because we have to put in Sunday, just as we are seeing. Okay guys, so from here let's go into our layers and let's see, we want some space down there. Okay, so let's resize it. So edit free transform and then resize it so that we can get some bit of a space, something cool. Okay, so we have provided a space below like that. Okay, alright guys, because some other details have to fill there. Alright, so we are going to then type with a yellow color. So our yellow color is already set for us like this. Then we go and copy Sunday. Okay, so go to Photoshop and paste it. From here you're going to reduce the size to about 12 points, let's say 13. Alright, then make it wide like this to catch the edges of the time. Okay, so 6 and then M. So make sure you note that. Okay, that should be your gauge. Alright guys, so when you are done, you go and take your rectangle tool and then strike a very thin rectangle, a thin line. Okay, something thin. Okay, this is it guys, but then it should have a white color. So this is it. It was black, that is why you were not seeing it. So this is it. You can move up and down with an arrow key on the keyboard, top and down arrow keys on the keyboard. Okay guys, there we go. Alright, so we are then going to group the whole of this. We are going to name it prophetic. Okay, we are taking prophetic. Alright, so this is it. When you have it up to this extent, you are the man. Okay, so we are going to then take our shape tool like this and make a shape right here inside our background rectangle that we created. So this is going to have a very deep color, which is a background color code you have in your description. Okay, so this is it. We are going to then bring in our text tool and type in, so VA, reducing VA. Okay, taking color of white like this, and then going to our details. We go into our details and then copy this date, copy and then paste, right click and paste right here. So this is cool. We are then going to take our move tool, go to edit and then free transform. I'm zooming in with Alt and scroll wheel, so you just move up and down on the scroll wheel holding Alt. So I'm just going to resize it. Okay, increase the size. Okay, just like that. So from there you make sure that it is centered. So select the tool and then align it vertically and horizontally at the center. Okay, make sure that all your texts are in line like this, just as I'm doing. Okay, so when you're done, you're cool to go. Okay, from here I'm going to then take my type tool again and then position it somewhere there and take a very deep color, which is the background color, taking Trojan Pro like this, and then let me go and copy this. So we're going to copy this location and paste it right here in Photoshop. So paste it like this. So you take done like this. When you're done, and you taking my move tool like this. Okay, so Ctrl+C to free transform and then resize it, make it big. Okay, but it should pass the rectangle, that of the rectangle, a little bit like this. Okay, so when you have it looking like this, you are good to go. So you make sure it is centered as well, it is in line with all the text. Okay, so here we are going with another detail, which is a location, which is part of the location. Okay, alright, so right click and then copy and paste it in Photoshop like this. Alright, so this is it guys. So we are then going to reduce the size to about 12 points like this. So this is it. Okay, alright, it shouldn't have the same size of the first location. So we are going with this too. So we are going to copy this and then paste it right inside Photoshop like this. Okay, so this is it guys, this is it. So you take down when you're done like this. Okay, when you're done, you can select all, okay, then make sure that it is well centered. Okay, so I'm then going to group the whole of this, and we are going to name it location because it is our location. Okay guys, there we go. So you can as well edit and then free transform the group, which is the location, the whole of the text inside like this. So I'm going to reduce it like this and make sure it is centered like that. Okay, this is it guys, we are good to go. So from here we are then going to add our text to our pastors, our men of God. So we are going with a deep color like this, and then we are going to take Trojan Pro again. Alright, so we're going to type in, so we are then going to type, pastor. You see why I don't like typing. Alright guys, so this is it guys. So you're going to then reduce the size to about 8 points and then make the wide at the character section like that. Okay, just as I'm doing. Okay, so when you have it like this, you bring in the text layer again like that and reduce the VA to 0 and take in Montserrat. Okay, if you notice, I have used two fonts, only 2 fonts throughout. So please, you can as well use 2 fonts in your designs. Okay, your design is going to appear very nice if you use 2 fonts. If you use other fonts, more than 3 fonts or 2 fonts, it is going to make your design too complicated to view. Okay, so I will urge everyone here to stick to 2 or at least in total fonts that you can use to make your design very nice is at least 3. The third one even shouldn't appear too much in your design. Okay, alright guys, let's go on. So this is our pastor, his hood, Anaba, like this. So paste like this. Okay, like that. Alright guys, so this is all of our text. Okay, so this is it. So the essence of the ruler has been dealt with, so there is no need for now. Alright, so there we go. So this is it. You should have your page looking like this for you. Alright, so we are then going to blur this background. So this is the background. You see, I think if I blur this background, it becomes the text on the page projects very well. See, this is the before and this is the after the blur. Okay, you see, so blurring actually makes your work stand out really cool. Okay, so you should stick to blurring, not all the time, but at least you should be able to blur some of your background images. So this is all the text we are going to add onto this design. Okay, so what we are left with is to add our lens flare. Okay, so I'm then going to group the whole of this to make our work very simple and easy to locate. Okay, all text, I'm naming it all text. Alright, see you at the lens flare. Okay guys, welcome. So here is where we are going to edit the lens flare to our liking. Okay, so let me bring in our lens flare. Go to file, place embedded like this, and then this is our lens flare. Place like this and you're good to go. Okay guys, so you're going to position it right on top of the red rectangle there like this. So make sure blend mode is on screen. Okay, so this is it guys. So we are having sharp edges around it like this. So what we are going to do, make sure it's on screen. Okay, alright, so this sharp edges, you're going to create a clipping mask and then take your brush tool. Okay, so with a brush tool, I'm going to show you my brush settings: 300 pixels and hardness of 0, soft round brush. Let me close this so that you can see. So this is it. I'm brushing off the sharp edges. Okay, sharp edges like this. Alright, so this is it, guys. This is it. So from here, let me put this slider here. We want to change the color, so you come here and then locate hue and saturation. You make sure you take this clip mask, and oops, you make sure you take this clipping and it will be clipped for you, so that every editing you do will only affect the lens flare. So this is it, guys. I am going to do the editings and then show you the figures to input in your hue and saturation. So you should have the hue as 33, and this is a 33, and saturation at 55, and lightness -3, okay, which is -3. Okay, alright, so this is it, guys. So this is our hue and saturation. This is it. So you can free transform and resize it to your taste. Okay, guys, so this is it, free transforming, and that is it. Alright, guys, like this. Okay, so from here you are good to go. Okay, guys, thank you very much for clicking to watch and practice with me. Okay, so if this video has been of help in any way, kindly like and subscribe, okay, to help my channel grow and for more videos. Alright, guys,